How many minutes? How
So,
many minutes is that, Charles? Is that a record?
10 minutes. Yeah.
Well, we can't.
Well,
We
hello,
don't.
everybody. We're live, and Seth
10
and I have
minutes.
been conducting the show here for about 10 minutes, and got down to the bottom chat. Was kind of wondering why everyone's saying when they go live. So,
can we talk about something, Charles, just real quick before since we're already this late, we've been running the show for 10. Aren't I the stoner? Hasn't that been, to the whole chat community, isn't that the obvious go-to? Is like, it would be Presley that would forget to hit the start button, or Presley that would forget to bring the guitar to the show, but not Charles. Charles is organized. He's got folders that have information and old tax forms, but he would never forget to hit the start stream button.
You would think so, right? But yeah, we were just talking away, doing the show, and going down the chat.
Going through the chat. We were saying hi to the chat.
So let's I'm going to just power through who's here real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so we've got Christmad NYC. We have Michael Krause. We have Paul McNary and all the cats. They're taking notes. No. We got our buddy Randy Crooks.
What up, Randy?
We got Unbelievable. We got Steve Reeser. And we got Eddie Faye. All the Eddies are here because we got Ed Nugent.
Another Ed Nugent.
And the guy with the coolest avatar ever, Time Surfing Alien.
Yes,
and going with our alien theme, we've got Martian Murray.
He's never in a hurry.
Ow. And let's see. We've got Michael Krause in the house.
Oh, you rhymed it for me.
I did.
Right, let's keep going. Fireball.
We got Steve Cassidy Guitar, who's come over to us from the Searching for Tone.
Steve, we had a whole conversation that you don't even know about, Steve. Yep. I was like, Steve, I don't know you. We need to get to know you. Steve, let me know about your personality. And then it was just, we'll have to record that back and send it to you.
We'll never get that part of our life.
Nice to meet you, Steve. Yeah, that's great.
All right,
10 minutes late.
Rich 581. Hello there.
What up, BC?
The devil, Searching for Tone.
Dude, and I said a whole monologue about Brian too, about the whole thing.
And Brian has had the most brilliant Christmas series out there, and we were very honored to be mentioned in one of them. So
in the 12 days for Christmas, I was like, hold on, wait, I gotta see myself closer, because boy, who's that so handsome that's on that's not my channel? Whoa, is that Presley on another channel? Holy, and then I subscribed. And I subscribed again.
And we got Bonkers in the house. Hello there.
What up, Bonkers in the house?
Well, let's see. We got our buddy Wayne McConnell here.
But we also said about Brian that we appreciated him being a retired firefighter, putting out content. Good stuff. Funny stuff. 12 days of Guitar Miss, and it's great stuff. And I was enjoying the people like you responding to people talking smack up to you about like not knowing this or not knowing how to play. Yeah. And dude, it's like, as long as you got a good amp, a good guitar, and a power chord, that's enough to move mountains. Right.
Yeah, and so, Symmetry's here, and he's given us a list of a tuner and an amp, packs of strings, packs of picks, screwdriver pliers, 9-volt batteries, wild cutters, notch, straight edge, fret rocker, and basic desires for smile. And Earl wants to know what you're drinking, and we already did that, but let's do it again.
We did that, Earl. We showed you, but we weren't live. I'm drinking Nelson's Odyssey Hazy IPA, delicious and nutritious, with hops that come to you from the areas of New Zealand and abound. Yum.
And all this fella has is a Coke and a smile.
Oh, does that mean I should shut the...
Oh, yes, you should.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Who else do we have here with us? We got Christopher Lakasawa.
What up, Christopher Lakasawa?
Charles Green is playing the Fabric Top Motley Crue guitar on Guitar Talk Tone right now.
Oh,
Oh, well,
sounds so
hello.
good. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's very good. Cool to hear. Shredding it.
That is nice. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We
No
got
wonder we only got 30 people. Everybody's over on Guitar Talk Tone Live listening to Charles Green shred. That's understandable. Most of them can multi-stream now. We know you guys can multi-stream, and we are hilarious. Which is we were 10 minutes late, which is kind of hilarious if you knew how
it's part of the thing. It's part of the mystique that is Guitar Safari. Hello
Oh
there,
my
Chris.
God.
How you doing? Unfucking believable.
You think it would be me, Charles? You think it would be
I would have bet money it was you.
I mean, usually
I
it's
actually,
me.
and I went to click live, and you clicked don't go live, and I think
That's exactly what happened. Yes, you know me, clicking stuff when I shouldn't be.
We got Dwight
Oh,
Bailey here with us. Hello there, my friend. We got JP.
What up, Dwight Bailey? Yeah.
Keith H is here.
Keith, what up, Keith? Gibson.
Yeah, the logging with Hobo Roadie.
Hobo Roadie in the house. I can't
45
remember.
has made his way in.
Who did?
Guitar
Man 45. Bo
was here, and he brought Zach along with him, apparently.
Christmas.
Got our buddy Hobo Roadie and Richard Clark. Hello there, Richard Clark.
What up, Richard Clark? Everybody missed
Matt McCall music
opening.
Did I miss somebody?
Yep. No, you didn't miss anybody.
All right, and so one of the other things that we talked about too, Seth, was of course our theme for tonight, right? We came up with these list of 12 things, and I kind of took it from the idea of 12 things every guitarist needs, right? So if you're putting together that ultimate Christmas care package for a fellow guitarist, what things might they want? But you took a little bit of a different take on it.
Well, I figured a lot of people are going to have that stuff, and I just grabbed 12 of the most very useful things off my bench that I feel like are fairly inexpensive and people should buy. Some of which you covered in. So why don't we go through your list first? And as we go through your list, I will remove the ones that would have been duplicates.
Okay.
As we go through, and then we can, because mine is the luthier's list of what you get when you really make that call to start working on the guitars yourself versus taking it to someone to do the repairs, not just setup work, which most people with a real basic kit can hopefully get through some setup stuff. But this is a little bit more. It's going to go beyond that. This is going to be when you're building a little bit, or if you're doing a little bit more repair.
Look at him. Where's his package?
Where's my package?
And Marcia Murray's making it simple. We should just give away 12 guitars. She's like,
yes.
All right,
but guitars. Who's doing it?
So okay, we'll go through my list, and before we do that though, I thought about it in terms of what were 12 things that it looked at it from the standpoint of you kind of know this person, right? Because the things that they like and the things that they don't like, right? You're paying.
I'm not buying any Christmas presents for any people I don't know,
because you want them to use the stuff, right?
Well, yeah.
Also look at it as in terms of things that if you had more than one, it was a good thing, right?
Okay, so, I get it. Yeah.
Right, so let's go ahead and add this here. And so first on my list was a tuner, whether it be a pedal tuner, whether it be a snark tuner. You can, every guitarist needs a tuner. A good place to start, right?
Totally. Especially for anybody that's below the age of having a cell phone. Because if you got a cell phone, you can have a tuner. But if you're under that age, you really need a clip-on.
Mm-hmm. And some folks like to have a tuner for every guitar. I don't get that, but some people do.
I like to have 4 of them, so at least one of them, the battery's not dead.
Yes, that's more likely. and the snarks seem to be pretty good, and so it was the one was the tuner I kind of thought about. But the
Unitune is great too. They make a Unitune.
Yeah.
They also make clip-on. Oh, there's another brand that's really, really good. It's expensive though. Another good clip-on, but they make a bunch of stuff. So yes, I would say a tuner for sure.
This comment really got me. If you're old enough to have a motorcycle and still can't find your package, I can't help.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, sometimes when you're waiting for your package, you're waiting for your
That's right.
package. That could mean that you were recently in cold water and now you're waiting for your package.
Here you go.
Like,
All right.
come
So,
on back.
first on my list, what was a tuner of some type, right?
Okay.
And if you know the person and you're paying attention to what the things they have, if they like, if they like a particular brand of something, then you get that, because you can never have too many tuners. I just think.
Or the color, you get somebody, there's like 4 colors, black,
Yeah,
blue,
they
red,
want one
green.
color of their guitar to match their guitar, right?
Totally.
And but then picks, right? What are what kind of picks do they use? And in case anyone wanted to know, I prefer the green Dunlop Tortix picks right here. So
Oh, you're liking the greens, huh?
I like the green ones. They didn't seem to be right. Mm-hmm. And so I figured you can, you can never have too many picks, right? Because they all end up in your pocket in the dryer, and never have.
I mean, you can have too many picks, but you'll get there after 20 years.
Yes, eventually.
So just starting out, then you don't have too many picks. And then at some point, especially your significant other will point out at the point that you now have too many picks.
Mm-hmm.
But that point does come at some time.
Yep. There you go. And don't forget the batteries for those tuners. This is dying.
Exactly. I know you're going to be ordering the batteries a lot. The 2032 flat batteries, boy, I keep those around because those are also handy in a lot of the little tools that I'll use in the shop. So 2032.
Right, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying the 2032 flat batteries are the ones that I get for the Snarks.
Definitely. All right, so after picks, I thought, a 3-pack your favorite strings. So I could always use extra.
Yeah, get me a 5-pack. I mean, since you're buying in bulk, you might as well give me the 5-pack. I don't think you really start to get a discount until you really start to get the 10-pack.
Okay.
I think the 5-pack kind of gives you a little bit of a discount, like $1 off per pack, but.
Yeah, and BC says there's some really good tuners you can recharge. There you go.
Oh, good call, BC. Yeah.
And so I figured strings would be a good idea.
Why are they not all rechargeable by now? That's funny. I wonder, maybe my Snark is rechargeable. I haven't even looked if it has a little charging port. That'd be smart.
Maybe. And let's see. I figured a guitar restring kit.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to have that string winder. Although one of my things, I didn't do it. I didn't actually bring down the one but I think everybody has like a little tool that they could make into a auto winder.
Yep.
Because this saves you so much time over that one there. That's the hand one. Even though that's faster than going by hand, this makes taking strings off the guitar so fast that it's no longer and then also you pop this off, boom, put on your screw tip, and it makes pulling a pick guard. You're done in 3 minutes.
Yeah. And so, figured that would be, that's a good idea, because you're going to be changing those, you're going to be changing your strings. It would be good to have some tools to help you do that.
You know what? One thing that you do have on there that's also a double up now that I have over here that I was going to have in my thing is that blue thing to the far right is
the puller for the classic.
Yeah. I use this one that I like. It's like this metal little scooper one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this is a gift from a friend, and it's got like a sword on it and Excalibur. So that's the one I really, really like for pulling acoustic pegs. Don't do a whole lot of acoustic work, so that's good for me.
There you go. And of course, you can never have enough guitar cables, right?
Yep. I have Jimi Hendrix's old cable, so that's the one that I use.
There you go.
Yep.
I love it. All right, and then I figured, okay, once you really get into it, you may want a string action, setup kit.
All right, so on there, I had this. That would have been on there. It's my action gauge.
Yep.
and
And the
also
action gauge is right here. Sure.
and the
Your radius
radius.
gauges. Yeah, your radius gauges over here, and
Those
this is
would have been double ups,
your feeler
and
gauges.
nothing else really. I mean, the feeler gauges are very important.
Mhm.
Those nut height gauges, the yellow one, it's
Yeah,
not
not
my favorite. Not my favorite way to do the nut heights. There's better ways to do it, but it is a way to do it and to do it very accurately. But it's kind of tedious.
Mhm. Steve Cassidy, guitar, says when he's changing string, he always ends up putting the winder down somewhere out of reach.
Right? Get yourself
Yeah.
a tool belt with it like locked in with the one that's like a gun right on your hip. You're ready to go.
And basic guitar guy wants to know, and hello there, by the way. He says,
What up, Mesa?
if you need my address so you can send these gifts to me.
Yeah, I know. I know, Charles. You didn't tell us where all these gifts are going.
Yeah.
To all the people that you bought.
And then I figured, you can never have too many guitar straps. And if you're
America.
if you were a certain fella about to get yourself a Freedom Caster, your brother might be sending you this strap. I'm just saying.
You might be ready for freedom all the way around, ready to hold that freedom up proud.
If we're going down that road, we might as well just go full send. Yep.
Right? That's awesome. Freedom.
Right. And of course, if you're going to be changing your strings and setting your action, you're probably going to want some kind of a neck cradle.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You gotta have a neck cradle.
And as long as you're taking the strings off and you're doing all this stuff, you might as well be able to clean up the guitar and shine it up and make it nice.
Clean the gunk, oil the fretboard,
get yourself
polish the paint if it needs it. Yeah.
We got polish here and the F1 oil for your fretboard and all those things.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Not bad.
And of course, a capo.
Yeah, I don't know. Capos seem like they have babies because I just have capos everywhere. I've got a lot of capos. I don't know how they keep multiplying.
All right. But, oops, went too far.
Oh.
And then I figured, okay, well, either some, guitar hangers or a guitar stand, right?
Right.
Because you can never, it seems like there's always one more guitar you got to hang or you want to put out and you just don't want to lay around. And and then finally, of course, a nice guitar chord chart or in scale chart that you could either use as decoration or you could actually use it,
Right. Well, with the circle of fifths one, I like the one they make it that has the thing that slides around.
Where the wheel turns.
Yeah, where the wheel turns. That's genius.
As the wheel turns.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see.
A needle pulling thread.
Christmas.
I know to follow so. Sorry, I mean, that was the wrong one. Me, I think we're jam and bread, and that will bring us back to dough.
All right, Seth.
So,
what do you got?
What do I have?
Oh, yeah, what do you got?
Fret rocker.
Yeah,
fret rocker. Okay. But what do you need really before you can use the fret rocker really accurately? I mean, you could set your relief to 0 as best you can using a feeler gauge, but what you really need before your fret rocker is a notched straight edge for the scale length that you got, right? Mm-hmm. That way you can get yourself to 0 relief, get your neck nice and flat, and then you can rock your frets. You can figure out if you have any high spots.
Steve Cassidy, guitar, said before you can have a fret rocker, you got to have frets.
Yeah, you got to have frets first. But so you got your guitar, you got all your stuff. Now you're decided to start working on stuff, right? So you need a straight edge and you need a fret rocker to figure out if you got real problems. Although you probably know you got real problems if you're going that far because you're probably getting ready to fix them at that point. But that allows you to really accurately set your neck completely flat, which is what you want to do if you're going to take a beam to it and just flatten the high spots to get rid of them. So you and those things are not expensive. I mean, you can get really good ones that are expensive that'll last you a lifetime, and then you can get less expensive ones that will not last you a lifetime, but will definitely get you down the road and are cool enough, especially to get you to the point where you figure out, oh, do I love this? Do I want to go down and get the most expensive ones? Because they're not that big of a deal if you want to go for the big expensive ones. They're not unattainable. They're just a little more expensive.
All right. So far we've got the straight edge, so we can see how straight our neck is and get it leveled out. We've got our fret rockers to make sure all our frets are nice and level. And if they're not,
hold on, Charles. I just found a high spot right here, like on the 6th fret right here. So then I took what I did is I take
there's a high spot in here for sure.
a high spot for sure, right? Then I take a Sharpie and I'm gonna mark it down that high fret because this one's chicken. Oh wait, this one right here, only the top part of it is rocking. Oh, I'm just gonna Sharpie the top spot of it, right? All the way up and down, everywhere where it's rocking, Sharpie, right? Then after the Sharpie, then hopefully you take the nut out. It's easier with the nut out because you don't have to be super careful about not hitting it. Or if you can't get the nut out or you don't want to bother with, make sure you don't hit it. And then you bring in your bean. And if you're, most guitars have a radius to it. You have to be careful when you're sanding to keep the motion going, kind of a windshield wiper back and forth motion, smaller than this. This is exaggerated, but to allow you to flatten the high spots, but keep your radius, right?
Okay.
So, and then you got to go in with my next tool, Charles, which is this one. Your shoulder is going to hate you forever, but the fret guru crowning file allows you to get on there and just crown the hell out of them and not worry about going too far. It's got the line down the center.
Oh, there you go.
That will, so it won't crown your, it'll crown it down to a perfect crown line. And if you go too far, it'll just keep on that perfect crown line.
What is the price on that file?
$40.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. You can get the cheaper Amazon one for $18, but the crowning file, it's worth it. So that's another, and then you're ready to do a fret level and crown. And then that saves you a lot of money right there, right? I mean, that'll save you. A plec is expensive. Plecs are $340.
Nice.
So, all right, keep going. Just keep going. We're gonna run out of time real quick, Charles. Here we go. These are super important for me. Being old, you can buy these down at the hardware store. These are just the 3 times magnifiers. Yeah, I know it makes me look cool, doesn't it?
Now, are there specific jobs that you're using that you're going to use these magnifiers on where it's going to really
like wiring when I'm soldering, when I'm doing a fret job, when I'm looking really closely down at that fret to see the very fine line at the top because you got to make it as tiny as you can get it. Fine scratches when you're doing polish outs because you're after the fret after you flatten them and crown them, then you need to polish them really well. So I use these a lot. These are aside from my readers that I use just to get in close on stuff that is tough to see, these are like the next level. They're super helpful. Yeah, they're every day. Use them all the time.
All right. So what else we got?
Scraper. Stumac scraper that's like really thick and allows you to get into all the spots that you need to get into when you're clearing a spot or clearing a pocket. Because a lot of times I'll work with bodies that I order and necks that I order, and I'm basically building a parts caster. Essentially what they do at the Fender factory or anyway, you need to sometimes get in there and clearance. If the finish is too thick, you won't have a perfect fit in the pocket. So this helps you a lot. All
All right,
to
then.
do that job effectively. This, I was actually sitting down to put new tape on the outside of it as we got going, but just a couple really good fret guards that
Yeah.
you can for polishing. The ones that are easy to put down, boop and boop, and just keep going.
Yeah,
That'll save you
I
a lot
like
of time.
those ones where they have the handle like that. Just makes it a
Yeah.
lot.
I think I might go ahead and get the Music Nomad full ones that cover the full board, at least for the Fender scale length,
Oh, the
because it
ones that have
seems
the
to.
whole length in the neck.
Yeah, that's what we use exclusively at the Guitar Works, and that makes working when you're using, because you can use an orbital sander at that point with those on there and do your polish out a lot faster.
So Ed was liking those ideas. So
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. Been fixing these broken guitars for years. All right. Super handy. Knob puller. Mm-hmm. Because you'll be frustrated as hell, or you'll damage a pick guard trying to get it with a screwdriver or get it with a pick or whatever you're trying to dig it out with. You'll end
yeah,
up damaging it. Then you're like, oh shit, now I have a scratch on there. This is just quick and easy and good and inexpensive. And
and that's a lot better than just putting your hand on the knob and yanking it, because then you end up with the whole shaft of the pot.
yeah, this just pulls the knob up
Mhm.
from,
Yeah.
and we're almost down to the end here. We got two more, and I think I even went, because we eliminated some. The ESP tool that you can just stick onto anything and get it turning, right? For your tuner heads, for stuff on Les Paul bridges, for all that kind of stuff that you need to get in there and turn it and hold it. This is your deal. ESP tool. It's good to have a couple of them, actually, because you might sometimes find yourself using two of them.
I've used that tool to pull my knobs as well.
Yes, that's another one that you can get in there. If you got enough space, you can get in there and get under. But you got to have enough space to get in there. And one more thing that I use a lot that's very inexpensive, but I use it a lot if I'm, making an angle or cutting something, or if I'm really actually creating, then I use the French curve.
All right, so
so
this is like when you're designing your headstock layout.
My headstock, or the bodies that I've been doing. I did a Telecaster that I'm doing now this year. That is another 2x4 caster. That is, I did routing on this one with the real router instead of hand and chisel. And this one has body contours and carves on it and stuff. And I did some of that, like, just to make sure the carves. So I wanted to take it away from being a traditional Telecaster and go a little further this time, since I'm trying to show these kids at school to do it, and I want to make sure that mine stays a little bit better than anything they're doing. They're catching up quick. They're trying to be good. There's a kid building a bass that's looking pretty good. I'm like, oh shoot, I guess I need to bring in some secondary wood and like do a top and have like a laminated top and really outdo them. Yeah, take that, Noah. I'm kidding. He's a genius. He's so good on bass. He's way better on bass than I'll ever be. Little 15-year-old kid. No, he's probably 17. Whatever.
All right. So is that your full list now?
Full list. I could keep making shit up and grabbing stuff from this table over here. I got a lot of stuff on the table because these masks. I guess that's it. I mean, we got 30 minutes in. That's all we got. Guitar Safari over. 10 minutes late.
10 minutes late. Run up. Well,
and you see like a big hook come in and grab my throat. He's out of here. We're out of here.
Well, I went back into the chat here, and of course, so Randy, and of course, when we went through the chat the first time, we did some of these before we went live.
Right.
So we're good that way. And so Randy says, he says a new guitar, a gig bag, some picks, some pedals.
Yeah.
Pedal board, amps, cables, power supply, humidity packs for his acoustics, straps, and strap locks. Not a bad list.
Oh,
right?
yeah, exactly. This is something that is valuable to have if you don't have a drill press, but you have a hand drill. Oh, Charles, you should get one of these.
Yeah.
Because then you just pop on your handy dandy, goes shabama lama, and suddenly, boom, you got drill press action. And if say you need an angle, you got all the angles down here. You can set it 45, you can set it 70, whatever you need, and you just get that. I mean, some stuff I don't mind just going by hand on it, but boom, boom, boom. But when you do a bridge screw, when you do your bridge screws, if you don't get it really perfectly up and down and perfectly straight, and it's a little bit wobbly side to side anyway, then you get all these screws going in all these different wonky ways versus just perfectly boop down, boop, boop down into the guitar, like straight down. That way the screws go straight in. They don't look all wonky.
I love this. I did not see this comment when we were going down. But BC Rich says Charles is late because he's got the pre-Christmas blowout sale at Joanne Fabrics.
Yeah, they had a lot. Charles, this is my wife's father's screw gun that I'm still building with it. He's passed away. So yeah, it's kind of, that's sad, but I'm building with his screw gun. Now it's building guitars. And yeah, kind of neat. In the house he built.
And Trev has a good list here. He says tuner, an amp, pack of strings, bags of picks, screwdriver, pliers, 9-volt batteries, wire cutters, not straight edge, fret rocker, in a basic design smile. Love it.
No, you got it right there. You got it kind of covered. Fret rocker. The only problem is having the fret rocker and then not having the crowning file and the sanding beam and the paper and all that stuff. Then you're going to find all these problems and not be able to fix them. But none of it's hard, especially buy yourself a Yamaha Pacifica and start messing with it. You know what I mean? Buy something for $200. And if you're into doing repairs, I got people that are my friends that are just, they want to play. They don't want to mess with guitars. But I love teaching these kids to get stoked about it, and they want to get it right. And they're like, well, is it 0.625 of an inch for the neck pocket? I'm like, you know how happy that makes me when yes, it is. Yes, it is. And let's go make sure that you have your template on tight, It's good stuff. It's fun because, who knows, 5 years down the line, you teach 100 kids, 1 or 2 of them are probably going to get into it and be doing, it for their life.
Well, in those that don't maybe pick it up for the whole life, they have an appreciation of it so they'll go out and they'll hear they'll go out and they'll listen to music and enjoy it and understand what goes into it.
Well, they'll know that it was hard, right? Sometimes you let people fail. Because you see kids that are kind of cocky that win at everything. Oh, I'm winning. I'm good at soccer. I'm smart. I'm good in every class. Well, then when you try to build something with your hands, sometimes you fail. And sometimes you can't go back, especially with wood. You cut wood, it's hard to go back. Yeah, I mean, enough glue and clamps, I guess you can fix anything. But it's hard to go back.
See, BC Rich, he's going the other way. He says, I'd like to trade or sell 12 things and clear out space for the gear. He uses more.
Yeah, I would trade. I was thinking of putting up a couple Presleys on the Sweetwater exchange because I could get parts and stuff that I would buy from Sweetwater anyway, strings and things and this and that, with the proceeds from people buying Presleys. That could work. That could be cool.
I'm really interested to see. Okay, so I think you and I have given pretty good lists from our different perspectives, right? First in your life, but I'd be interested to see what the chat feels like we left out.
Right. Or if you are, gifting, let's do this. Let's put a $1,000 on the starter pack. You are now buying a starter pack for Jimmy the nephew, Jimmy or Jamie. It could be a girl. Jamie.
I immediately have a question.
Jimmy or Jamie. We don't know their identity. It's a them, they. All right. It's they.
We like them. That's the
We
important question.
fucking love them because we're spending $1,000 on them. Their parent just saved us $25,000 in legal fees that we thought we were going to have to pay because of a construction issue. And we're so stoked we're buying their kid $1,000 starter pack. So you're buying Jimmy Jamie, they, them, this, a starter pack. $1,000 is your price point. You got to get him an amp. You got to get him a guitar. You got to get him the other stuff. Go. $1,000. Oh, hey, here's the thing too. You can explore the used market. Hold on. Let me do it again. Hold on. You can explore the used market. If you wanted to also bring used deals into the scenario. Because, I mean.
Well, I think maybe you find them a PV Classic 30 because, start them off right.
Start them off right. You got $1,000, Charles. You can start them off right.
But
what are you doing for the guitar?
Right. So in Nelson Rodriguez, good idea. Go with a better overall amp and then the guitar, right? So spend more money on the amp.
Exactly, Nelson. Exactly.
Because that person's gonna, once they get into it, then they'll find the own guitar that they really love. At that point, you're maybe just guessing.
Well, also you can take a better amp and make almost any guitar sound better, right? And a good guitar will still sound kind of crappy through a crappy amp. So Nelson has kind of hit it on the head there, where go kind of 60-40 or 70-30, but then allow some room for, like, you need a tuner. You might want to get one pedal depending on the amp. Say you're just getting them a nice clean amp, you want to get them one dirt pedal or something. $1,000 goes fast too.
Well, BC Rich says you can get a Squire Jazz bass, a Hartkey kit bass combo amp, and 2 cables. He went the best route, because and the Hobo Roadie protests. He says, "I can't work within your constraints. Kids' lives matter."
Oh, so for you, Hobo, let's give you $2,000 because Hobo's gonna buy him some really nice amp, some like Marshall Jubilee Tweed Classic, amazing amp. But here's what I'm getting them, Charles. They're getting a fucking Presley Custom for $850 and a Fender Mustang and no gig bag. I'm wrapping it in bubble wrap. And that's the way that Presley, that's the way I roll. And for their strap, it's actually a garden hose that I have fixed with strap with holes in it to go onto the strap button.
Well, it's good to see Sadie Lamp Duo here with us. It's always great.
What's up, Sadie? SLD.
And he's Epiphone's got some pretty good starter packs out there.
Oh, Searching for Tone, coming with the wind, showing the knowledge from the beginner spectrum. Boss Katana with a PRS SE 24. He saved me some money for lunch. We can go have fish tacos.
Oh,
Ryan,
is there enough for both of us?
Yeah. Well, he's winning. He's the one. He's paying. So where's Searching for Tone? Where do you live, Ryan?
He is in, I believe, Jersey now.
Oh, in Jersey? That gives us a reason to go to Jersey. I don't really often have reason. I did a little bit of hang gliding in Jersey.
And so Mason Guitar Guy says $1,000 limit for that reason I'm out.
Jeez, we're talking about for Jimmy, Jamie, them, they. They're a nephew. I mean, $1,000 limit. I'm out. I mean, you're out because it's too much, or you're out. I'm saying, and plus you're gifted $1,000. Leo James and $1,000. Time surfing alien. You got it. That's right. You should just get him Leo James and an iPhone. That's what they really want anyway.
No. This part 2 is better. Part 2 is better. The hell with the kid. I need a 1K rig.
Okay, I hear you.
Maybe Time Surfing Alien is Jimmy.
Jimmy, Jamie, they, them. And it's okay. We like you. We like them all.
The 2K, unfucking by this Chris kid, another Parker.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, just to get the Jimmy Jamie nephew. No. Oh, he said New Jersey's too cold. He's in North Carolina.
What?
Guess who's in North Carolina? My little brother. He's in between Raleigh and really Raleigh. No, Raleigh and somewhere else, but he might be nearby.
Charles Green is in North Carolina as well.
Yeah, I sent a lot of guitars in North Carolina. There's like 10 Presley Customs owners that are in North Carolina. I'm seeing like that on the map. I was like, wow, okay, there's a lot of people buying them over there. That's cool. A few to Nashville too. It seems like people in Nashville that are musicians that want custom instruments. They're cool with, they get it. They're cool with paying the $1,000 for something, even if it's a parts caster. They know that it's done right.
That is just a lot of fun.
Another thing you should probably get with the thing would be like the fret end file. I don't think either one of us said that. To be able to roll the ends of the fret edges, because that's one of the most common, annoying, painful parts of. I'm not talking about fret sprout. You'd have to cure that with a file and do that. You could even do that with a flat file, but just when the frets themselves are not rounded and they're sharp on the ends, that's pretty easy to do, to round over, and to learn how to do that.
Mm.
And it'll make your playing a lot more comfortable. Like the fret ends that I do nowadays they're certainly not like Chinese rounded ball ends where everything's individual with a Dremel, but they're more along the lines of the custom shop, the old style, that are hand rounded, and I'm getting really, really good at it. I'm proud. Okay. They look good.
Let's see. So for 1K, Unbelievable saying Pacifica Mustang strings and picks.
There you go. Mustang, Fender Mustang. That's what yep. Mm-hmm.
And Hobarodi said,
Christmas, I'm on drugs.
What just happened? Whoa. I haven't been ridiculed enough tonight. Where's Ben? Damn it. Somebody needs to knock me down a peg. Christmas, Christmas. Yeah, that was good. Thank you, Charles. Thank you for allowing that to happen. And thank you, Sherman. That was entertaining.
It's been too long since we've seen Sherman.
Well, he's making the occasional performance.
This guitar guy says the edibles have kicked in.
Yeah, Christmas edible time. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And Sadie Lamp, dude, that's kind of been the theme of these lists here, because if you love your guitar, it's gonna love you back, right? You take good care of it.
You got that right.
Play it more.
Take good care of it.
Sure.
Play it. I cleaned the pink sparkle. I cleaned I play it a lot, so that one I've enjoyed a lot. Even though it's up for sale, I should knock it down to more used now on the ad. But I cleaned all the pickups and made it all super shiny and nice again. You gotta do that to your ones that you're playing, that you're really enjoying. So
BC Rich says Ben is helping to pack Santa's sleigh to counter the Canadian Postal Service strike.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know what we just had too here in my area is an Amazon strike.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Amazon striking on us now, huh? Oh boy, that's going to be fun.
So,
Gummy Town, I think I will. Well, come on, you showed up for Guitar Safari. You deserve it. You earned it.
Here you go. You know, Seth, I've been working on my brother Ed's Freedom Caster, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I
You've
didn't
been
wait.
spreading eagle.
Yeah, the eagle, the
I
eagle,
get it. You've been spreading eagle.
whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And
On the internet.
now that I've got the fabric laid down,
Mm-hmm.
right? I did the whole layout thing with Ed, and I thought it was going to look good and everything. But now that the fabric is actually glued down and on the body, we got much more on it than I thought we were going to. And I'm just
you got what more on it?
Much more of the design, right? Bigger,
Okay.
because the fabric is so spread out, we were worried we weren't getting enough of the eagles on it, right? Because the eagles and the fabric are just spread too far apart. But the layout of both the top and the back have worked out really great. And I've had this whole journey with the binding, right? I ordered the red binding, and the binding that came in was more burgundy and purplish, right? So it wasn't
right. Yeah, I remember you're waiting for binding for forever.
Right, and I had to reorder the red binding, and I've ordered the blue binding 3 times to get it here. I had to 3 different times,
Right.
and I had it in my head the way that this binding should lay out. Red on the outside, white on the inside, and on the very inside, blue. Right, the whole red, white, and blue freedom binding that we've been talking about, and so I'm sitting here and I'm talking to Ed about it, and he's like, no, let's go blue on the outside, white on the inside, and red on the very inside, which makes
red on the outside.
Right. No, the blue on the outside, the white in the middle,
white, and then red.
And the red on the inside. So the red will really contrast with the blue in the fabric.
And cool. And it gives you that blue edge on the outside.
Yeah, and it's a blue pearloid edge, and it's gonna be fancier anyway. And I don't know why I didn't see this. I don't know why I was so locked in my head about this is going to be the order. And I think I need to go out and trim the excess fabric off, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it out so folks can see the way it would look either way. But I'm really thinking I was wrong. It really needs to be the way Ed was talking about, with the blue on the outside and the white on the inside and the red on the very inside. And and I put it to the folks in the chat, folks who have been commenting on the last video I did, and they tend to agree with Ed. They think it's going to look a lot better his way, and I don't know why I didn't see that initially.
The blue on the outside versus the red on the outside. I kind of like blue more as
now, the more I think about it, the more I agree with them.
Well, also when you say it, you say the red, white, and the blue.
Yeah.
So the blue comes as the last part, and just having that on the outside, I don't know. It just seems like represents, the red, the white, and the blue. America. The home of the Gibson factory.
Unfuckable has given us he's given us an idea for a suggestion for next week's show, and I imagine that's going back to this best Christmas song, Gary Hoey's version of "You Are a Mean One."
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a ham. You're as scrumpy as a pepper. I should learn that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Been too busy learning Pink Pony Club, so that's got me busy.
Well, Terry, the reason why you didn't see us start is because Seth and I were having the show, and Charles never clicked start. I never clicked go live, and 10 minutes we're into the show, and I look up, and we're not live, and I'm watching the chat.
Had a whole talk with Brian. We had these monologues that were going with the chat, and then we realized, oh, we're not live. Oh, and my wife's gonna come in here right about now, because now is where we're gonna run over by 10 minutes. Or do we have somebody coming in behind us that we need to get out of here?
Coming in right behind us here.
Oh, well, then we should probably bounce off, even though we were 10 minutes late. That we just doled ourselves out of 10 minutes.
Grab a couple more comments here. And
Fuck that. I'm going on another monologue rant. That's what everybody wants anyway. All right, let me tell you some shit. So there it was. People wonder why I don't want to go to these holiday parties, right, Charles? You ever heard about this? Not having a deficit with somebody. You got a bunch of people that like you. Don't go to the holiday party because then they will continue to like you. If you go to the holiday party and you're me, odds are you might be talking to somebody in the corner, you went and did that. Oh, I can't believe it. And then you say something that makes somebody mad because you got, opinions that are, justifiably, I'm always right. But they don't like that. And then somebody's mad at you when you go back to work. So that's why you don't go to the holiday parties, everybody. Fuck that. Unless they got gift cards. Christmas, gift card, Christmas, gift card.
All right, well, we're going to head on out because Charles Green is going live right now.
Wait, he's going live right now?
Right now. And
wait, I'm on acid again. Oh my God, this is great.
Oh, Merry Christmas, folks. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, y'all.
Oh my.
Christmas, gift card.
No.
Come on, people. Charles and me. About to take you on guitar safari. So turn on your computer, turn on your phone. It's about to go down, one volume, one tone. Yeah, Charles and me, we're about to take you on guitar safari. Turn on your computer and turn on your phone, 'cause it's about to go down,